All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome in. My name is Farzin Vasugian. Appreciate you guys joining me this morning for this episode of the Pregame Live Chat. While the Broncos and the Jets are involved in such an exciting football game. So exciting. So exciting. I mean, listen, I get the strategy there, but Bo Nix, do you have to drop back that far? I mean, run the damn ball. Give yourself a chance for a first. Dude, let me just say this about the Broncos. Listen, I know this is forbidden to say anything positive about other AFC West teams. I've always been high on Bo Nix. I actually thought the Broncos reached when they got him. Wasn't really quite sure about that move. Because remember that year, we had 6 quarterbacks go, I think, within the first 13 picks of the draft. And I just wasn't sure about Bo Nix. I thought he looked really good last year. It's just Jaden Daniels was a little better, and he won the the Offensive Rookie of the Year. But, dude, this Broncos team, which I've been high on, and I keep saying I think the Broncos offense will figure it out. I'm genuinely concerned if that Broncos offense, what are they going to look like? And the Jets, they just need 2 first downs. They might win this game, but they're also the Jets. Oh, they almost screwed that up. Oh, he still found a way to get 7 yards. Wow. Do I do sports betting? I do. Yes. How are you guys feeling about tonight's game? I know a lot of people kind of down about the way things went last week, especially with the way the Jaguars had their walk-off. Well, not a walk-off, but a game-winning touchdown win there. Listen, what happened. Can't dwell on that too much. I think you got to move forward here. This game against Detroit before the season, I would have called it a loss. I think they've got a well-rounded football team, but they've got missing pieces. Taylor Decker is not playing in this game. That is very significant. DJ Reed, he's on IR. Terrion Arnold, the other cornerback, DJ Reed and Terrion Arnold, both cornerbacks, they're not playing in this game. That is monumental here. Especially with Kansas City and how much the offense has improved over the last couple of games with Xavier Worthy back and Tyquan Thornton continuing to grow in this offense. I feel like this Chiefs offense has a really good opportunity to go out there and score a lot of points. The only thing that would prevent the Chiefs from doing that is Josh Simmons versus Aiden Hutchinson. An elite pass rusher can really change the complexion of a game 100%. And Aiden Hutchinson, without question, is a top 5 edge rusher in the NFL, maybe top 3. I don't know who you guys would say is number 1, but he's up there. You could make a case for him right now. Josh Simmons against Aiden Hutchinson is going to be the key matchup. And I think ultimately that's the difference maker in today's game. Josh Simmons has been great. He really has been. If you look at a lot of the Pro Football Focus charts where they on a graph, they measure the success of these offensive linemen, specifically tackles, Simmons is one of the best. He really is. I mean, the Chiefs have a left tackle, and I think the Chiefs' pass protection has been much better this year than last year. I think it was a slow start at the beginning. Simmons was, still, getting his feet wet. Kingsley Suamataia, it's his second year, but it kind of feels like a rookie year because he's playing a brand new position this year. So the Chiefs' pass protection has improved as the season's gone along. And that's what I like. That's what you need on this football team, especially with all the speed you have. And one other thing to keep in mind here, the Chiefs are about to start a 3-game homestand. I know we don't use that word in football. That's more of a term that you hear in baseball. But the Chiefs are going to start the first of 3 consecutive games at Arrowhead. You're getting Rashee Rice back in the middle portion of this homestand here. So this is a great opportunity for Kansas City to not only even things up at 500, but also go above 500 and get ready to play a really good Buffalo Bills football team after that homestand. Because after that, I believe that is Kansas City's bye week. So this is a Chiefs team right now. I feel like, and by the way, I will say this, after the bye, Kansas City's schedule is pretty favorable. You still have Denver twice. You have the Cowboys, who are very inconsistent. The Texans, they're off to a weird start offensively. The Chargers offense, not what it was in week 1 when the Chiefs played them. And I think the Chiefs have certainly improved since then. You've got the Titans, who are bad. You've got another Raiders matchup. I'm loving the second half of the schedule for Kansas City, especially with the way the division's looking. I mean, the Broncos their offense is a concern. I still keep saying I think Denver's offense will improve. But boy, it's hard to view it that way, because I said this. They deserve credit for beating Philadelphia, but which Denver team is a real Denver team? Is it that team we saw in the fourth quarter where they stunned Philly, or is it the team we saw in the first three quarters and practically this entire game against the Jets? I don't know. Like, I keep thinking the Broncos are going to improve. We're at a point now we can't say it's early anymore. This is week 6 now. They're about to play their 6th game of the season. They're about to complete their 6th game of the season. So we're at a point now where we have a general idea of what teams look like, what they're about, what their identity is. It may not be a positive one, but that's just the way we view things right now. What are you doing, Fields? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, come on. They've got to call better plays than that. Second down, but Jesus Christ, come on. What do I think the game plan is for the Chiefs? Definitely attack that left side of Detroit's offensive line. And I think having Omar Norman-Lott back will help. Listen, I'm big on Omar Norman-Lott. He was on my mock draft to come to Kansas City. And I know he's missed some games, but he is. Oh, the Broncos calling timeout, which I'm not too surprised by, but that does make third down interesting here. And I thought the limited time we've seen him so far, he's looked good. And I think the Chiefs front four has gotten somewhat of a push, at least better than what we saw. I mean, that Chiefs defensive line, they're counting to 10 Mississippi at times. It's been a struggle for those guys. Without a blitz of a linebacker or a DB coming in there to help, they have not been able to do it on their own. How do I think Jones responds? Listen, you're one of the highest paid defensive players in the NFL. You're the highest paid defensive tackle in NFL history. Go prove why you earned that contract. Same way you did before that contract. James says, I feel great. Offense showed what they can be last week, just unlucky in a few spots. Yeah, and I would agree with that. And I don't want to diminish that interception, but, outside of that one play, you can't. Oh, is that a first down? Oh, no, it's not. He couldn't hold on to it. Oh, this is going to get interesting here if you're the Jets. And is that Garrett Wilson? Yeah, he's slow to get up. That offense is playing much better over the last 2 games. Like, I'm just thinking over the last 2 games, what's the worst thing we've seen from Kansas City? That pick 6 thrown by Patrick Mahomes. And it was a great play by the linebacker who leads the league in interceptions, which is kind of hard to say, but that's just the way it's panned out this season. But I think that this is really interesting what the Jets are doing. Are they going to kick? Or are they going to go? They're going. The Chiefs offense is in a much better place right now than it was 3 weeks ago, I think. Ever since the halftime of the Giants game, they've turned it around. Okay, here we go. 4th and 8. Let's see how the Jets are going to colossally blow this game here. Oh, yeah. Get sacked for a massive loss. Of course. Listen, Denver's defense is legit. They were great last year. They had more sacks than any team last year, and they're one of the best teams in the best defenses, I should say, this year. But that offense, how confident are you in Denver's offense? Because a lot of people last year kept saying, oh, the Chiefs offense isn't so good. Yeah, but the Chiefs have earned the benefit of the doubt. Plus, the Chiefs were missing players last year. Now, they still found a way to win 15 games. But, I mean, this Denver offense should be better than what it's showing right now. The Chiefs were missing players last year on offense, and they still found a way to win games. Didn't look pretty, but they did enough to get by. Yeah, Denver's defense, I mean, they led the league in sacks last year, and they lead the league in sacks this year. Detroit, they're second in the league in sacks, who Kansas is going to be playing against today. So you are going to have that challenge here. I think the line of scrimmage battle, to the question earlier about what the game plan is going to be, you got to win the battle at the line of scrimmage. Detroit's defensive line, which is one of the best in the league, versus Kansas City's offensive line, which you got some veterans, but you also got some young guys. That's going to be a challenge in and of itself. And then the other side of the ball, where Kansas City's defensive line has been a struggle, but Detroit has that big glaring hole at left tackle right now because you have Taylor Decker, who can't play. Gio Manu just got placed on IR. And you have Dan Skipper, who was on the practice squad a week ago. He's now going to be your left tackle in this game. That is the state of the Lions left tackle situation right now. Boy, look at Aaron Glenn. I mean, he looks like he just got out of like the set of a horror film. Yeah, he is not happy. That new Dart Sports Bar looks fire. Yes, Arrow Dart Club. And a big shout out to Jugal Patel and his team. If you guys have been to Cosmo Burger, they have a Waldo location and they also have a Crossroads location. Arrow Dart Club is right next to Cosmo Burger. I think they're attached like from like their kitchen area. Maybe, don't quote me on that. The buildings are attached. But the patrons can't go through both restaurants. They're still, they operate separately still. But it is a great spot to go watch some sports if you're into darts. And they've got really creative dart games for you guys to play. So if you guys haven't had a chance, if you live in Kansas City or if you're going to visit Kansas City, you want a sports bar to visit, Arrow Dart Club off 18th and Locust at the Crossroads. Field should have scrambled more on this, right? I mean, that's the Jets, man. Yeah. That's what you just said. That's the Jets for you. Yeah. There's a reason why they're winless. And they had opportunities to win this game. How many total yards of offense did the Jets even have in this game? ESPN, you got to seriously clean up the ads. Like, it blocks out all the box scores and shit. 82 yards of total offense in this game. Okay. 82 yards. I mean, you tell me. The fact that, let's be completely honest here. The fact that the Jets lost by 2 points, they are lucky. Like, if you're the Jets, take that as a moral victory. And again, like, I struggle with Bo Nix and the way he's played this season. I think he's better than what he's shown so far this year. I really do, and I stand by that. And I would say Denver's offense needs to pick it up. Listen, I told you guys before the season, the AFC West is going to be between Kansas City and Denver. It should be the Chargers. Listen, I'll tell you right now, I dismissed the Chargers before the season, and I shouldn't have. The reason the Chargers are slipping the way they are right now is because they've got a junior varsity offensive line. Patrick Mahomes had a JV offensive line in that Bucs Super Bowl, and we know what happened there. If you do not have an offensive line, you can't win games. You just can't. Yeah, that was my lock of the week. Denver against Denver against New York. That was my lock of the week. That did not age well. I'm 0-2. Dude, I was 6-8 last week with my picks, and I'm 0-2 right now. I'm in a Harrison Butker slump right now. So there's that. What is your score prediction for tonight's game? I want to know from you guys before I get out of here. I am going 35-28 Kansas City. I do think both teams are going to score. I think both teams are going to be aggressive. The Chiefs have been aggressive on fourth down this year. Dan Campbell, that dude is just insanely aggressive. Even from his own side of the field, he'll go for it on fourth down. That's how big of a maniac he is. But I do think that the Chiefs will come away with the win because of those injuries that the Lions are dealing with at left tackle and at both quarterback. Those two cornerback positions, that is a difference maker. And if Josh Simmons can hold his own against Aiden Hutchinson, the Chiefs will win this game. And I trust that he can do that. I think he might need a little bit of help, like a chip block from Noah Gray, that kind of thing. That certainly would be necessary. But I would also I would not be mad if the Chiefs just decided to trust Josh Simmons here. Can Josh Simmons, who you're hoping can be one of the best tackles in the game for years to come, can he hold his own and protect Patrick Mahomes against one of the best edge rushers in the game? A lot of you guys are picking Kansas City. A lot of you guys are in the 20s. Interesting. Okay. Hey, and no right or wrong answer here. Just curious to see what you guys think, where everyone's brain is at for this one here. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you guys predicting a close game. I think it's going to be a close game. The line is at 2.5, or at least it was 2.5. It started at 1.5. Let me just see where it is right this moment before we sign off here. Courtesy of our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. You can use my promo code FARZINE. And if you place a $5 bet, and if that bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets plus 3 months of NBA League Pass on us. So if you haven't done so already, you want to sign up for DraftKings, use my promo code FARZINE, place a $5 bet, and if your bet wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets, and you'll get 3 free months of NBA League Pass no matter what. So if you haven't done so already, take advantage of that, especially with the NBA season about to get underway. It's the preseason right now, so the regular season is going to be starting soon. It is at 2.5. I think the money line has changed a little bit as the week has gone by. But yeah, the Chiefs opened as 1 before Monday Night Football. Before the Chiefs lost, it was 1.5. After the game, it stayed at 1.5, and now it's 2.5. I know the home team is usually what is it? The home team always has the 3-point favorite there. I've never really been in favor of that unwritten rule, I guess, from sports books, but that's just the way they're going about it. It's going to be a close game, though, regardless. So. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. I do think Kansas City will come away with a win. I'm going a 1 touchdown, 1 possession win. So that is my score prediction. All right, guys, my name is Farzin Vasugan. Appreciate you guys joining me for this episode of the Pregame Live Chat. Join me at halftime tonight. We will do our halftime live stream as soon as the first half goes final. We'll recap the first half, and we'll preview the second half a little bit, talk about what the Chiefs need to do, what they need to improve on, what adjustments they need to make. After the game, we're going to do the Chiefs Zone podcast live. I want you guys to call in, win or lose. I'll have the video link for you guys to call in. You just got to turn on your audio. You click the link, turn on your audio, your video, put in your name, and you're going to be waiting almost like a post-game radio show. We're going to treat it like that. So we'll talk face-to-face. We'll chat it up afterwards. Appreciate you guys joining me again. I am Farzin Vasugi, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.